Hi fellow crafters, in today's video I'm going to show you not one but 3 Sale-a-bration products and how to combine these products to make a very simple but very beautiful card idea. I really want to show you that simple doesn't have to be complicated. Shall we get started? Now, if this is your first time visiting my YouTube channel, hi, I'm Terri from nutsaboutsstamping.com. I love sharing techniques and project ideas for rubber stamping, paper crafting, and scrapbooking with you each week. Be sure to hit that red subscribe button and the bell beside it so that you'll be the first to be notified when my next video goes live. And if you would like to earn these products for free and you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator yet, I will link to my online stores in the description box under my video. You can link over there, place an order, and earn whichever products from Sale-a-bration you want for free. Now, let's get going on this super pretty card idea. The first time that I browsed through the Sale-a-bration mini catalog, the detailed dogwood stamp set caught my eye right away. And you can see it on page 15 of this catalog. If you don't have this catalog, I'll provide a link in the description box under this video so that you can see all of the products that you can earn for free in it, but only until the 29th of February. Now, the reason that I really like this stamp set is because of the detailed images that are in it. And it has kind of like a vintage feel to me. So you can pair the images with your favorite stamp set sentiments to create some beautiful cards. And that's what we're going to do today. So this is the main image that I'm going to use on my card today. And I'm going to ink it up and stamp it down on a piece of basic white cardstock. But this cardstock layer is a little bit smaller than the image itself. So I'm going to use one of my mini grid sheets so that when I stamp it down on the basic white, there's a little bit of spillover and it won't get my main grid sheet dirty. So I'm going to use my Memento Jet Black ink. And with larger images like this one, it's always good to have it face up and then put your ink pad down on it, and that way you can ensure coverage. And what I want to do is stamp this image down, leaving room for a phrase. So let's see how this looks. And it's also kind of pleasing to the eye to have an image that kind of goes off the cardstock layer. So there we go. Now the next step is to color it. And I'm going to do that using some of my Stampin' Blends. So I've decided on Pecan Pie, Old Olive, and Daffodil Delight. So really what I want to do is use the Pecan Pie for the stem and the branches, and then the Old Olive for the leaves. So I'm going to go ahead and color these in. I'm sure you don't really want to sit there and watch me do that. And then I'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like. And there we go. I've got the leaves and the branches colored, and I decided to use only the dark marker for my Pecan Pie and my Old Olive. Now what I want to do is something a little bit unusual. Instead of coloring the entire flower, I'm just going to add a touch of color to the center and then have that color spill out just a little bit onto the petals of the flower so that it adds sort of an interesting visual detail, but not a lot of color. So really your eye is going to be drawn into the leaves and the stem rather than the flowers themselves. And there we go. I think it's looking really pretty already. Now let's take this layer and turn it into a card. What I want to do is layer my floral image onto a piece of Pecan Pie cardstock. So I'm starting to pull these colors together. And I'll go ahead and adhere these two together using my multi-purpose liquid glue. Now the next thing I want to do is layer this onto a larger piece of basic white. but I'm going to do it in a little bit of a different fashion. I've got my perennial postage dies, Here they are here, and I want to use this large die and die cut out this larger basic white piece. So I will go over to my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and I'll die cut this out, and then basically what we're going to do is adhere this underneath the floral layer that we've been building up. Back in a moment. All right, I've got this die cut out, and now what I want to do is take my multi-purpose liquid glue and adhere these layers together. Now the next thing I want to do is add a phrase to this layer before I start building it up on my card base. And I've decided to take a phrase, the hello there, from the Softly Sophisticated stamp set. Guess what? This is one of the other products you can earn for free during Sale-a-bration. So it's got its own floral images, but I really like the font and the phrases. So I have got the hello there mounted on a clear block, and I'm going to use pecan pie as my ink. Isn't that cute? It tucks in so nicely because of how I placed the flower image. I actually got this card idea from another Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm kind of making my own little twist and color choices and phrase differences to make this my own card. And I hope you'll do the same at home. Take my ideas and make them your own by twisting it up a little bit or using different products that you have on hand. My card base is going to be Old Olive. And to that, I want to add a strip, a kind of a thick strip of the Flight and Airy Designer Series paper. Guess what? This paper is one of your free choices in the Sale-a-bration mini catalog. So I am going to, oh, and look, it's so pretty on the other side, but I want to use the pecan pie design so that I can pull everything together. So I'm just going to adhere this down, and then we will add our layer. Okay, there we go. So I can adhere this flat, or I can add some Stampin' Dimensionals underneath it to give it some lift off the card base. But for today, normally I would use Stampin' Dimensionals, but I'm not feeling it today. So instead, I am just going to use my multi-purpose liquid glue and adhere this down. And now it's time to talk about embellishments. And for me, the embellishment choice was an easy one. I love these cork rounds. They're adhesive backed, and I think it would be fun to use some of them on the card just to add a little bit of visual interest. So I think I will use 3. I think people who are artistic talk about the importance of odd numbers when you're adding embellishments. I'm not that artistic, but I go with the flow, and I kind of like their suggestions. And there we go. My card is done and ready to mail to somebody special. If you would like a complete listing of the supplies that I used, the measurements for the layers, and the ordering numbers in case you want to earn these products for free, I will link over to my blog article in the description box under this video. Would you like to see another Sale-a-bration product card idea? If you would, then watch this video next. I'm Terry, I am nuts about stamping, and hey, I would love to know if there are some products that you would like to see used on a card. I'm always open for ideas, so leave me a comment and let me know what you'd like to see next. I'm Terry, I'm nuts about stamping. I'll see you at the next video. Bye for now.